With 33 minutes remaining, your guardian angel is bringing to light a revelation about a certain individual, as you have reached a point where you are prepared to receive the truth. This moment is not a coincidence. You are being directly spoken to by God through His heavenly messengers. The information you are about to encounter has the potential to alter everything in your life. Consider this encounter a divine appointment that will open your eyes to something you have been seeking, even unknowingly. Over the next 33 minutes, you have the chance to uncover a truth that will influence your future, bring clarity to your heart, and safeguard your soul. It is crucial not to disregard this opportunity. You may have sensed a subtle urging in your spirit, heart, or through certain events, all pointing towards the same individual. Despite any uncertainty, fear, or reluctance you may have felt in addressing the truth, your angel is intervening now. Recognizing your struggles, confusion, and desire for clarity, God is ready to bring the reality of this person to light, as you are finally prepared to comprehend it. The timing of this exposure is perfect, as God does not reveal things until you are equipped to handle them. You may have been entangled in a situation or relationship that has caused you pain, uncertainty, or doubt for an extended period. This individual may have been someone you deeply trusted, cared for, or who has had a significant impact on your life. God, in His infinite wisdom, has perceived what you have not, and is ready to unveil the truth. Your personal growth has readied you for this revelation, indicating that you have matured spiritually and are now able to process this information. This individual may have been hindering your purpose, acting as a stumbling block or an obstacle to God's plan for your life. By removing this person's influence, God is enabling you to step into the fullness of His intentions for you. This exposure is a form of divine protection, shielding you from future harm that could impede your destiny. The truth being unveiled is not only about your past or present, but also about safeguarding your future. God is aware of the path ahead and understands that allowing this person to continue influencing your life could lead to further harm, heartbreak, or a deviation from your intended path. This exposure is an act of divine protection, a response to your prayers for clarity and guidance. Even if you did not specify your requests, God has heard you and is responding with the truth you need. The ultimate motivation behind this revelation is God's love for you, ensuring that you do not remain in confusion or deception. As you read through these words, God will prompt your heart to recognize the individual in question. Trust in His guidance as you identify signs such as energy drain, confusion, conflicts, and influences that distance you from God. Be wary of individuals who pretend to have your best interests at heart, but whose true motives are self-serving. Any relationship that leads you away from God or compromises your integrity should be viewed as a distraction rather than a blessing. Embrace the message of walking in the light of truth, freedom, and blessing that God wishes for you. The unveiling of this person's truth is intended to bring clarity, healing, and protection rather than shame, bitterness, or anger. Allow this revelation to guide you towards the path of light and truth, for God's love for you is too great to let you remain in darkness. Trust in what God reveals, as the truth He uncovers is meant to set you free and lead you towards His blessings. It can be challenging to accept the revelation of someone's true nature, especially if that person has played a significant role in your life. However, it is important to trust that God's revelation is ultimately for your benefit. He sees things that you may not see and knows what is best for you. Proverbs 3:5-6 encourages us to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and not rely solely on our own understanding. By submitting to Him in all aspects of our lives, He will guide us on a straight path. While forgiveness is essential, it is also important to exercise wisdom. God calls us to forgive those who have wronged us, but forgiveness does not mean allowing toxic behavior to persist. Forgiveness can free our hearts from bitterness, but wisdom enables us to set healthy boundaries. Colossians 3:13 urges us to forgive others as Christ forgave us, but also advises seeking God's wisdom on how to move forward. This revelation can serve as a turning point in your life, aligning you with God's purpose. God may be removing obstacles that have been hindering you from fulfilling His plan for your life. Take this opportunity to realign yourself with His will by asking Him to eliminate distractions, toxic influences, and anything that does not glorify Him. As the truth about this person is unveiled, you may experience a range of emotions, including relief, sadness, anger, or confusion. This is a normal part of beginning a new chapter in your life, where you can walk in truth, freedom, and the fullness of God's blessings. God is a healer who can mend the pain caused by past relationships and restore your trust and confidence. Psalm 34:18 assures us that the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. By removing toxic influences, you will gain renewed clarity and focus, enabling you to see your life with greater clarity and align with God's plans for you. Jeremiah 29:11 promises that God's plans for you are good, aiming to prosper you and give you hope and a future. As God removes what does not belong in your life, He will bring new people, opportunities, and blessings that align with His will. Your relationship with Him will deepen as you learn to trust His guidance and surround yourself with uplifting and supportive individuals. Act now without delay, as time is of the essence. This urgency is not driven by fear, but by recognizing the importance of this moment. God is speaking to you and calling you to act. Pray for guidance, ask God to reveal the truth clearly, and have the courage to act on His guidance. In conclusion, the truth may be challenging, but it will ultimately set you free. Trust in God's plan for you, obey His guidance, and witness the clarity, healing, and restoration He brings into your life. Embrace the truth, for it will lead you into a brighter and more abundant future. Listen to your angel's guidance, trust in God's message, and step into the truth that He has prepared for you. With just 33 minutes left, a pivotal moment unfolds as your guardian angel reveals a profound truth about someone significant in your life. This divine message is not by chance. Rather, it is a direct communication from God through celestial messengers. The information about to be unveiled has the power to reshape your entire existence. Picture this encounter as a divine appointment, a moment meticulously orchestrated to unveil something you have been seeking, perhaps without even realizing it. As the next half hour unfolds, you have a unique opportunity to unearth a truth that will not only impact your present, but also shape your future, bringing clarity to your soul and paving the way for your spiritual journey. It is imperative not to overlook this momentous occasion. You may have sensed subtle nudges in your spirit, heart, or through various signs, all pointing towards the individual in question. Despite any apprehension or hesitation you may have felt in confronting this reality, your guardian angel is stepping in to guide you. Acknowledging your inner struggles, uncertainties, and quest for answers, God is poised to shed light on the truth about this person. The timing of this revelation is strategic, for God only reveals things when you are ready to receive them. You may have been entangled in a relationship or situation that has caused you distress, doubt, or confusion for an extended period. This individual could be someone you deeply trusted, cared for, or who significantly impacted your life. In His infinite wisdom, God has perceived what has been hidden from you and is now ready to reveal the truth. Your personal growth and spiritual maturity have primed you for this unveiling, indicating that you are now equipped to process this revelation. This individual may have been a hindrance to your purpose, obstructing your path or impeding God's plan for your life. By removing their influence, God is clearing the way for you to step into His intended blessings and fulfill your destiny. This revelation serves as a form of divine protection, shielding you from potential harm that could derail your journey. The truth being exposed is not just about your past or present, but also about safeguarding your future. God, in His omniscience, understands the road ahead and recognizes that allowing this person to continue influencing your life may lead you astray. This unveiling is a manifestation of God's love for you, ensuring that you are not ensnared in deception or confusion. As you read these words, allow your heart to resonate with the identity of the individual being brought to light. Trust in God's discernment as you identify signs such as draining energy, conflicts, confusion, or influences that distance you from Him. Be cautious of those who feign concern while harboring self-serving motives. Every relationship that steers you away from God or compromises your integrity should be viewed as a distraction rather than a blessing. Embrace the message of walking in truth and freedom, for this unveiling is intended to bring clarity, healing, and protection rather than shame or bitterness. As the truth unfolds, you may experience a range of emotions, but remember that this revelation is a stepping stone towards a brighter future aligned with God's purpose for you. Trust in His plan, follow His guidance, and witness the transformation and blessings He has in store for you.